everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Well, today I'm here to do my health and weight update video for you guys. It is November 2nd, 2016. It is Wednesday. And I want to talk to you guys about goal setting and why I think sometimes it just backfire on me, and sabotage. Yeah, that's what I want to talk to you guys about this week. And I did weigh myself, so let's get right into the weigh-in so that we could talk about it. All right, guys. So last week I weighed 188.8. Excuse me, 188.8. And so this morning I weighed November 2nd, Wednesday. 186.8 from 188.8. That is an exactly 2-pound loss. Yay! I weighed 186.8, so that is exactly a 2-pound loss. So for a total weight loss since March 31st of 28.2 pounds. So I am so close to being 185, which is a goal of mine. And it's been a goal of mine since September, but really since the start of this journey, because you guys know that when I started YouTube back in May of 2012, I weighed 185. And I've never weighed any less. I've always just gone up while being on YouTube. So in September, I really wanted to weigh 185 by my birthday. I had said that in one of my videos back in September, that for my birthday, October 8th, I wanted to be 185. And I did things that sabotaged that, and I made a video as well on sabotage. Well, this time it was no different. The sabotage didn't last all week, but it did happen yesterday evening. Okay, I knew I was going to weigh in today, and I will say this: I had weighed myself on Monday, I believe it was, or Monday, or yeah, I think it was Monday. I had done a pre-weigh-in just to see where I was at, and I was down to 187.4. So I knew I was down. And I really wanted to see 185. So yesterday evening, I knew I was going to weigh in this morning, and the sabotage kicked in like clockwork. And what happened was, I had my snack in the evening. I had my yogurt with strawberries. I didn't work out, and I had all the time in the world to work out yesterday, and I didn't do it. I found every excuse not to do it. Excuse me. And then for the evening, like I said, I had my yogurt with strawberries, and then I went back and I had, it's frozen yogurt, and I went back and I had more, another serving of it. Well, I didn't stop there. I went and got the Townhouse pita chips. And I ate about a quarter of the bag of the pita chips, which was about, if I have to tell you, about 3 servings of it. And as I was eating the chips and I was eating the second serving of the yogurt, I was telling myself, you know why you're doing this, and you know why you didn't work out, and that is because if I weighed in this morning and I was more than 187.4 that I had weighed on Monday, I knew why. I would have a reason to tell, I would have a reason. I could say to myself, this is why you didn't make it, because you had the pita chips and you had this and that. If I were to continue kicking butt like I've been doing, and I would have weighed myself this morning and saw 187.4 or 188 or something like that, then I would be very, very disappointed, because I was doing everything I could possibly do and I didn't make it. You know what I mean? It's a mental game. And this happens when there's a goal that is right at my fingertips. That's when I do this to myself. This is when I sabotage myself, because I want there to be a reason why I didn't make it. I don't want to go through that disappointment. It's such a crazy thing that I do. It's a mental game, and I've often seen that part of this journey, the majority of this type of journey, weight loss journey, health journey, is mental. It really is a mental game sometimes. Ooh, and gosh, but the good thing for me is that I did lose 2 pounds, thankfully. And it felt so good this morning to see that. And the other thing too, guys, is that I did want to sabotage myself since Monday, since weighing in and knowing I was 187.4. But I managed to hold strong and steady until last night. So that helped. I know that did. So this week, guys, it's going to be very challenging for me. I could already tell that because I'm just a pound away of a big, big goal of mine. You know, to be 185 means that I've lost 30 pounds. It means that I am right where I was when I started YouTube. It's just such a monumental goal for me to reach, you know. And I'd be lying to you guys if I said to you that to get to 185, I'm just going to take it in stride. Like, I'll get there when I get there. And if I don't get there, you know, next week I'll be fine. I'd be lying to you. The reality is that I can taste it and I really, really want it. I just sabotage myself. I just do that, you know, because it's that whole mentality thing where I'm going to get you before you get me. I'm not going to let that scale disappoint me. No, no, no. I'm going to get you, scale, before you get me. You know, it's that whole mentality that I had talked about before in that other sabotage video that I made. So it's going to be a very challenging week for me. It really, really is. I can already tell. So what I want to do is I want to do things that, you know, combat those mental sabotaging moments. And I have to still figure it out. I know one thing that helps is being in contact with people, whether I'm watching videos on YouTube of people with health journeys or Instagram. I follow a lot of people on Instagram who are very positive, who are motivational speakers themselves, and they really help me. So I'm going to be very much, you know, watching their positive messages and stuff like that. One of the persons that I follow on Instagram, we've actually private messaged each other, and he's very, very helpful to me. And so I think I'm even going to reach out to him and tell him where I'm at for this week, and get some encouragement there as well. So yeah, I'm going to try everything that I can that I have in front of me to help me to just get to that 185. For me personally, when there isn't such a goal like this to reach, then that's when I take it day by day. That's when I'm able to say, I'll get there when I get there, you know? When there isn't that goal that's just right there at my fingertips. You know, like once I get to 184, you know, it's sort of kind of, I just take it day by day. I take my journey in stride. I don't have that sabotaging mentality. But it's when I reach those pivotal goals. I wish I could tell you guys, you know, I'm not going to give myself goals. You know, they just don't seem to work for me. However, I already have in my head pivotal goals. You know, I've already set them. And so even though I may not write them down anymore, even though I may not, you know, I may not acknowledge them out loud, they're already in here. So as I get close to my next pivotal goal or main goal, you know, the sabotaging kicks in. So it's a mental challenge, guys. It really, really is. So that's going to be my week this week. It's just going to be being in contact and being around and seeing things that are just going to motivate me to combat a lot of that sabotaging and get me past the 185. But I'm really excited though. I really am happy to see what I saw today. That helps tremendously. To see a 2 pounds loss this morning was a great booster. You know, it was like it was something that I needed to propel me to keep going and not give in to the sabotage. It feels really, really good to see that I'm in the middle of the 80s, you know, the 180s. I'm like in that middle. And you know, 28.2 pound loss total is really, really good, you know, and I just want to keep going. NSVs are huge, you know. Everything off the scale is also something that I'm going to acknowledge to myself. You know, when I work out, I'm going to acknowledge that. And if, you know, I meet a goal in my workout, I'm going to acknowledge that. If I meet a goal in NSV off the scale, like maybe my clothes or something, I'm going to acknowledge that. You know, I'm going to acknowledge that, so that can help me to keep not to sabotage myself. So anyways, that's it, guys. That's really it. Yeah, I am still doing my FitnessPal. I will put that link down below, Snapchat below, Instagram below. And I'm not on Facebook, so I don't. I have Facebook, but I'm not on Facebook. So that's it, guys. That's it. That was my week. That was my day yesterday. It's, you know, I'm kind of proud of myself because, like I said, I already had wanted to sabotage myself since Monday. Those thoughts came in, you know, like that non-caring. But yesterday I fell hard. But that's okay. That's okay. Just dusted myself off, and we're just gonna keep going. So think about me this week, guys. Pray for me. Pray for me. And yeah, I will see you guys all here next Wednesday. I hope that you guys are all doing wonderful. I hope that you guys are all meeting all your goals and challenges, and yeah, and not giving up on this journey. Okay, my friends, I will see you here next week. All right, bye.